Game. Welcome back, baseball fans, to Groton, South Dakota and Lockhart Field. I am Pat Kraus, bringing you live Region 2B VFW 14U Division action. Winner of this tournament will advance to play in Bryant on July 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. 2 games in the books, 2 winners, 2 losers. We're going to continue to advance through the tournament here as it sits right now. This game coming up here very briefly, probably about 9 minutes from first pitch. It'll be Redfield taking on Groton in an elimination game. Winner will advance to play tomorrow at 5 o'clock, I believe. I'm going to double check my times to make sure I don't give bad information. Winner of this game will move on to play game number 5, and game number 5 is at 5 o'clock tomorrow. The loser of this game, their tournament, their season is over. Hey, this is a qualifying tournament, so there's if you don't win this one, you're done for the year, and it's done earlier than most people want. So in other action today, we saw, let's recap the 2 games we've seen so far. First game that started today at about noon, we saw Clark taking on Redfield, and they came out and showed why they're one of the favorites in the tournament, as they made short work of Redfield and defeated them 17-7 by a 10-run rule in 5 innings. They advanced then to play in game number 4, which is later this evening. It'll be after this game. And in a game just completed, kind of a little bit of a shocker, a little bit of an upset, as Webster defeated Groton. I think Webster and Groton have played 5 times this year, and I think Groton was 5-0 against them going in. But that's the beauty of postseason, postseason sports, baseball, basketball, football, is, you only got to be your best that day. So, and today was the day for Webster. They took advantage of some errors and some walks, and they've got a pretty good pitcher in Matt Mount, and he came in and did his job, and Groton just didn't have an answer, and so Webster will advance, and they play Clark tonight. They'll play after this game. Before they can play, though, Redfield and Groton are going to decide who advances and who goes home, and that's what we're going to have here. So in this elimination game, like I said, double elimination tournament. So as I mentioned earlier today, just losing that first game, these teams are not out of it. You got to lose twice to be out. You can still find your way back into the championship round. It's a little bit tougher, as I mentioned in the earlier 2 games. There are pitch count rules that have to be followed, and it requires some strategy by the coaches. Now, like I said, being from Groton is the team I know the best. I know the other teams pretty well because we've played them before, but Clark's the only one I'm not real familiar with. But I do know that compared to Webster and to Redfield, pitching depth, Groton has more pitching depth. So they have more pitching depth, and so I think that's what's going to help Groton here try to make a little bit of a run here. But, of course, they got to take care of business here against Redfield. Redfield hit the ball pretty well against Clark, put 7 runs on them, and they have a way to do it. So in this game, it'll be Groton will be the home team on the scoreboard. Redfield will be the visitors. And we'll quickly run through the starting lineups here. For the visitors, Redfield, leading off will be Keegan Hanson. He'll be playing center field. Micah Zastro is playing second, batting second. Batting third, Jacob Schmidt is at shortstop. Noah Johnson doing the catching, batting fourth. Batting fifth, Isaac Haig. He is at third base. Batting sixth, Jackson Etheridge. He's in right field. John Booth is in left field, batting seventh. Hunter Binger doing the pitching will be batting eighth, and Ethan Falk at first base bats ninth. Redfield is coached by Bennett Osborne, as I mentioned earlier today. He's part of the storied Osborne family from that Redfield area. Outstanding Legion player, and now passing on his knowledge and giving back to the Redfield community by coaching this younger group of players. For Groton here on the home side, leading off here, things will be a little bit different than what we saw. Jared Erdman's going to lead off and play left field. Carson Fleece is going to catch, bat second. Carter Simon is at third, batting third. Batting fourth at shortstop is Nick Morris. Nick Grablinghoff's in right field. He's batting fifth. Gavin England's going to do the pitching. He's batting sixth. Kellen Atkinson at second base is batting seventh. Carter Moody is going to get the start at first base. He's batting eighth. And Tristan McGannon is going to bat ninth and play center field. So that's what Groton looks like here. Aaron Severson is their head coach. Aaron doing a nice job with this young group of boys. Hoping to keep things alive here, as Redfield is as well. As I said, we're going to be looking here at first pitch around 5:30. So we're going to take a 1 minute break, run some ads here, and then we'll be back here in 1 minute to finish a little pregame and hopefully have our first pitch. So we'll be back to Lockhart Field in 1 minute.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
That's not a call that's hard to make.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
And we are back here, getting ready here to start game number 3 of the Region 2B VFW 14U division. We are in an elimination game. We've already went through starting lineups, set the defense here for the home team, Groton, here in the top of the first inning. Outfield left to right, it'll be Jared Erdman, Tristan McGann, and Nick Grablinghoff. Around the infield, third to first, be Carter Simon, Nick Morris, Kellen Atkinson, and Carter Moody. And your battery for this elimination game, it'll be behind the plate, Karsten Fleece. And on the mound is Gavin England. It looks like we've got a little bit of trouble here, as it looks like the leadoff hitter for Redfield was using a bat that is not legal. Bats have to have a USA Baseball stamp on them. And catcher Karsten Fleece looked at it, said it looked kind of funny, presented it to the umpire, and the umpire said, nope, you cannot use it. And now we're ready to start here, as Keegan Hanson is going to lead things off here for Redfield. Hanson on base a few times this previous game. He batted in the 9 spot, and Bennett Osborne brought him up to the top of the lineup. First pitch is a ball, and that first pitch is at 5:31, 88 degrees under partly cloudy skies. The 1-0 is chopped at and hit on the ground. Nick Morris up with it on to first in time to record the out. And Keegan Hanson is retired. On 2 pitches. And next batter up is going to be Micah Zastro, wearing 47. First pitch swinging. That's going to be fouled into the net. Zastro playing second base. Had a hit and a run or two in the first game they played earlier today. No balls and 1 strike. Gavin England, number 22, doing the pitching for Groton. The 0-1 misses outside. Talked with Aaron Severson in between games, and he was disappointed in how Groton played that first game, but like he said, it's a new game. Zastro swings and chops it foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes, now the count. Micah Zastro, second baseman for Redfield. Wind blowing in from left, so Erdman and McGann playing a little bit shallower than normal. Going to make the hitters beat them. The 1-2 misses. 2 balls and 2 strikes. England kind of trying to do a little too much there instead of just throwing strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here. We're in the top of the first inning. This is an elimination game. Winner moves on to play tomorrow. Loser goes home. 2-2 swung on a miss, and Zastro down swinging for out number 2. 2 down. And that's going to bring up Jacob Schmidt. Schmidt was the starting pitcher for Redfield in first game today. Did all right. Was around the plate. Just Clark, a good offensive team. They kind of knocked him around a little bit. First pitch to Schmidt. That's barely past the grass. 1 ball, no strikes. To shortstop, Jacob Schmidt, wearing number 52. The 1-0 on the way. That one misses inside and off Fleece's glove. That one gets to the backstop. 2-0 the count here. Gavin England looking to try to get back into his rhythm here. Got leadoff hitter on 2 pitches. The 2-0 swung on and missed as Schmidt chases one out of the zone. Kind of helps England there a little bit. 2 balls, 1 strike. He retired Hanson on 2 pitches, and then he struck out Zastro on 4 or 5. So pretty efficient those first 2. Now trying to get back in. The 2-1. That's at the letters for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the first inning. England looking to get out of here with no runners on. The 2-2 at the knees for strike 3, and Schmidt goes down looking for the third out. So 3 up, 3 down for Groton here in the top of the first inning. Redfield gets none. They leave none. Half inning, no score up for Groton here in the bottom of the first. It'll be Erdman, Fleece, and Simon, and we'll have the bottom of the first inning when we return to Lockhart Field after this break.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
And we are back here at Lockhart Field. I'm Pat Krause bringing you Region 2B VFW 14U action here in elimination game. We're in day number 1, two-day tournament, maybe a 3. We'll see. How things work out. Set the defense here for Redfield in the bottom of the first inning. In the outfield, left to right, it'll be Booth, Hanson, and Etheridge. In the infield, third to first, which we will do after this first pitch to Jared Erdman. Erdman's going to lead off. First pitch is on the inside corner. 4th strike. Around the infield, third to first, it's Haig, Schmidt, Zastro, and Falk. And your battery there, the first pitch was from Hunter Binger. He's doing the pitching, and doing the catching is Noah Johnson. The 0-1 to Erdman. That misses high, evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Jarrett on base a few times in that previous game. Hits from the left side. Kind of an old school type player there. Ripped pants, no gloves. The 1-1 swung on a chop foul. Erdman over the top of it. Got to move up and get it as he hit the top of it. You know, Binger doesn't throw real hard, so that ball's going to be coming down as he gets closer to the plate. Looks like he makes a little bit of an adjustment there. And the 1-2 from Binger swung on, and Erdman is down swinging for out number 1. Erdman down swinging for out number 1. That's going to bring up Karsten Fleece. Fleece doing the catching duties as he does most of the games. And Binger looks in at Johnson, gets the sign out. Binger coming home. First pitch misses low and away for ball 1. Binger, like a lot of young pitchers, just utilizing out of the stretch. Again, I like that because it simplifies the motion. Keeps things simple and straightforward. The 1-0, that misses. 2-0. 2-0. One thing Carson Fleece does is he does a nice job of working the count and having good quality at bats up there. Binger looks in now. The 2-0 on the way. Swung on and lined over the first baseman's head now for a hit. Fleece around first. He's going to try for second. He's hustling as the ball comes in. Zastro's relay is not in time. And Fleece is in safely at second with a 1-out double. And that's going to bring up Carter Simon. Simon playing third base here in the second game for Groton. Fleece gets his lead from second. Zastro coming in to give him a look. Binger checks him. And Binger comes home. Simon squares the bunt. He gets it down. That's a good one. That's going to be a tough play. And he is out at first on a close play. A bang-bang play at first. Nice play there by Hunter Binger to hop off the mound and come over and make a good, strong throw as Simon is out by half a step. On the play, Fleece moves up to third and brings up Nick Morris, the shortstop. And Fleece is going to try to score on the pass ball, and he slides in safely for the first run of the game. Now base is empty, and that's going to bring, and with Nick Morris still at the plate, he's ahead in the count with 1 ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Our umpires for this game, I forgot to mention, on the bases is Brian Hanson, and behind the plate is Mr. Roger Metzger. The 1-0. Morris chases it outside, reaches for it, and swings through it. Evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. One thing these two teams have to do is just stay within themselves. I know there's a little bit of urgency here when you're in elimination games. The 1-1. That misses outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. You get in these elimination games, you get some kids trying to press and do too much, and that's where sometimes tend maybe lose a game you shouldn't. So hopefully these teams can stay composed. The 2-1, and that's on the inside corner, and Morris wasn't sure if that was a strike, but Mr. Metzinger said it was. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the first inning. Groton leading 1-0 here early. The 2-2 on the way. That one misses low and away. Count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nick Grablinghoff on deck should Morris reach and extend the inning. Binger set, gets the sign. And the 3-2, and that's going to miss way high. And Morris is going to be aboard with a 2-out walk to extend the inning. That's going to bring up right fielder Nick Grablinghoff. Grablinghoff starting pitcher against Webster. He went 3. Did all right. Morris gets his lead over there at first. Now Binger comes set. And he goes on the pitch. Pitch is called a strike. Throw down a second. Not in time. Good strong throw there by Noah Johnson. Pitch called a strike as Morris slides in safely at second. And Morris now in scoring position. Grablinghoff gets a hit here. We could get one in. Schmidt taking a look there as Binger comes home. And he's going to hit Grablinghoff in the hip. And Nick's going to be aboard, being hit by the pitch. And now Groton has something going here. Runners on first and second. Little two out rally here going. Gavin England's going to step to the plate. Gavin doing the pitching for Groton here in this elimination game. Morris has a big lead. Zastro chases him back. Binger steps off and runners retreat. Good job there by Morris. Nobody was holding him, and nobody's going to hold you. Get as much as you can. But then Zastro saw that and chased him back a little bit. And now they're looking over there trying to maybe sneak in behind Grablinghoff. First pitch here to England. Runners go. And it gets by the catcher, and the runners are going to be in safely. Morris rounds third hard. He's not going to go anywhere, though. And Grablinghoff, he checks in at second. And now we're Groton really trying to threaten here and put a crooked number on the board here in the bottom of the first inning. As Gavin England, again, Gavin been a solid hitter all year, looking to deliver a clutch 2-out hit here, get a couple runs in. The 1-0 from Binger. That's down the middle for a strike. England stepped and kind of wanted it, but he took it for a strike. With 2 outs, Grablinghoff going to be off on contact, so you think he could score on a single. The 1-1 to England. That one gets away. Morris, good jump from third. Going to be a play at the plate, and he is safe at home on a head-first slide. And that's going to score. That's going to score Groton's second run. Grablinghoff moves up to third on the play. 2 balls, 1 strike to count to Gavin England. Gavin looking to help himself here, help his own cause. One thing that Groton did in the game before, left a lot of runners on and in key positions. Bases loaded, second, third. Looking to maybe change that here. The 2-1. That misses in. 3-1. Now to Gavin England, number 22. The pitcher for Groton. The 3-1. And that misses. And Gavin England is going to be aboard with a 2-out walk. And time is called as Bennett Osborne comes out of the dugout. He's going to have a little chat with his pitcher, Hunter Binger. Again, kind of give you another little recap here if you're just joining us. First game of the day at noon, Clark defeated Redfield 17-7. And in the game completed just before this one, Webster, like I said, kind of an upset. Had not beaten Groton all year, and they come out ready to play, and they put 17 up and defeat Groton 17-8 to advance. And that set up our second round matchups here with this first game, the elimination game between Redfield and Groton. The winner of this game will move on and play tomorrow at 5, and the loser will be done. And then later this evening, after this game, we will have our winners bracket game between Clark and Webster, and that game will come. We'll bring all these games to you right here on Live Ticket. 2 outs, runners on first and third. Kellen Antonson at the plate. England takes off. Antonson lays down a bunt. Again, Binger hustles off the mound, and he's going to be safe on the play. And Grablinghoff scores. Ball still comes home. Now Antonson, he dances off first, thinking about it, and he stays there. England, he hustles around from first. He ends up on third, but very nice bunt there by Kellen Antonson. Kind of a little bit of a safety squeeze, I would say, as he gets the bunt down and made the pitcher have to make a decision, and that little hesitation, and he got down the line good enough. That hesitation was enough to beat the throw. Brings up Carter Moody. Moody playing first base for Groton here. Antonson off with the pitch. Moody takes, and the pitch is called a ball, and Antonson in safely at second. So runners on second and third. Groton already 3 across here in the bottom of the first. Looking to add. Carter Moody's first at bat of the tournament here, wearing number 24. The 1-0 swung on and missed. One and 1 the count to Carter Moody. One and 1 the count, 2 outs. And Moody chops at it, and it goes foul as Noah Johnson hops up and fields it behind home plate. And now the count runs 1 ball, 2 strikes to the Groton first baseman, Carter Moody. Base hit here, should get a couple in as Antonson runs pretty well out there at second base. Moody digging back in, trying to get himself set, looking to get a pitch here he can do something with. The 1-2 swung on, and that's lifted into left. That's going to be foul. Moody got one up in the zone and turned on it and just hooked it foul down the left field line. And the count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners on second and third. Second is Antonson, third is England. Again, a base hit will get 1 for sure, possibly 2. One ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 to Moody. That misses high, evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the first inning. Groton already leading 3-0. Looking to add here with runners on second and third. The 2-2. That misses. Count runs full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Carter Moody digs back in. Wearing number 24. Big tall kid, over 6 foot. The 3-2 on the way. That misses, and Moody draws a 2-out walk. Good at bat there by Carter Moody as he kind of fell behind there. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and battled back to work himself onto a base. That brings up Tristan McGannon. McGannon playing center field for Groton here. Good speed here with Tristan. Usually bats lead off, but having some struggles here recently. So Coach Aaron Severson moving him down in the lineup, hoping to take a little pressure off him. First pitch swinging, and he swings over the top of it and falls behind. No balls and 1 strike. And Tristan, a great athlete, and when he's rolling, things go good for him. But got himself in a little bit of a slump, trying to work his way out of it. The 0-1 swung on, chopped foul as he chased one up around his eyes. Aaron Severson trying to send some confidence to his number 9 hitter. Hit here will the 0-2, and that's in the dirt, low and away. And count runs 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. Bases loaded for Groton as they've already pushed 3 across. The 1-2 on the way to McGannon. He swings and hits a ground ball to third. Haig up with it on to first. Pulls the runner or the first base off the base, and McGannon scoots around, and he is safe on the throwing error. England scores from third on the play. Moody to second. Nice play by Haig. He just couldn't complete the throw, and that's going to bring us back to the top of the lineup with Erdman. Jared Erdman coming in. Erdman a strikeout victim in his first at bat. And first pitch swinging, chops it foul. Erdman digging back in now. No balls, 1 strike. Runners take their lead. The 0-1 swung on. That's chopped up to first base line, and it's going to go foul. Again, Erdman way out in front of everything, hitting everything over the top. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 4-0 Groton leading here in the bottom of the first inning. Kellen Hanson off to a big lead down here at third. The 0-2, and Erdman hits it hard to the second baseman. Zastro up with it on to first, and in time to retire Erdman for the third out. So Erdman retired second to first, 4-3 for the third out, and that'll end the inning. But Groton gets 4 on a couple hits. They leave 3, but after 1 complete inning here in this elimination game, Groton leads Redfield 4-0. Up for Redfield in the top of the second, it'll be Noah Johnson, Isaac Haig, and Jackson Etheridge, and we'll have that for you when we return to Lockhart Field after this break.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
And we're back to Region 2B action here at Groton, South Dakota, Lockhart Field. I'm Pat Krause bringing you all the games in their entirety. Right now we are in the early stages of our first elimination game where we're seeing Redfield taking on Groton. Number 24, Noah Johnson, the catcher, leading off here. He takes low for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Gavin England beginning his second inning of pitching here is a good, efficient first inning there with only 12 pitches. The 1-0, and that gets by in the dirt and gets by the catcher. As kind of trying to overthrow a little bit there, and I talked about it earlier that at this stage of the game, efficiency is huge. Keep those pitch counts under control. And now we're down 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes. Gavin trying to be too fine, too precise with his pitching. Just needs to throw it across the plate. As he falls behind here to the leadoff hitter in the second inning. The 3-0. That misses, and Johnson's aboard with a leadoff 4-pitch walk. And we talked about this in the pregame that walks can come back and really bite you, and that's kind of what it did against Webster for Groton. I don't know the exact number, but they had a high number of walks, and the majority of them came around and scored. I know for a fact in one inning they had 3 walks and a hit batsman, and all 4 of those runs came around and scored. England steps off, chases Johnson back. Again, Redfield and Groton have played enough this year. They know each other. I think they played 4 times, 2 doubleheaders, home and away. And England steps off, throws over, and chases Johnson back. So Redfield knows that England's a little slower to home, and that Carson Fleece back there. Again, Carson, the good catcher, good defensive catcher. Just runner goes, and ball gets away from Fleece, and Johnson is in safely at second. He rounds it, but doesn't go any further. Pitch called a ball, so now England throwing 5 in a row, looking to find a way back into the strike zone. England comes set. The 1-0, and that's in the dirt. That gets by Fleece. And Johnson's going to move up. And without a hit here in the inning, Redfield has a runner on third. As Johnson walked on 4, and now Isaac Haig is the batter, and he's ahead 3-0, so there's been 7 straight balls. We'll see where England goes with this one. And Haig swinging, and he fouls it off. Two and 1 the count. I guess I was off a pitch. 2-1 pitch. That misses. Now it's 3-1. So England only throwing 1 strike so far to 2 batters in this inning, looking to find a way back in. The 3-1, and that one's in there for a strike. He fills the count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And hopefully he found a little bit of a groove here now and can get into a rhythm. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out here. Redfield threatening with a runner on third. 3-2, and Haig swings and misses. Ball gets away. And Johnson's going to score. They're going to record the out at first. But Noah Johnson alertly hurries home, and he's going to score a run for Redfield. Gavin records a strikeout. Pitch gets away from Fleece. He fields it cleanly, fires it to Moody at first for the first out. Brings up Jackson Etheridge. Etheridge playing right field today in this game. First pitch swinging, fouled off hits him in the box. So England jumps ahead here, gets 1 strike, gets the first strike. That first pitch strike so important at any level because then it lets you set up all your other pitches if you don't have to battle back. The 0-1, that one misses low. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out here. We're in the top of the second inning. 4-1 Groton. The 1-1, that misses outside and high. And now England back down behind. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. 4-1 score as Groton got 4 in the bottom of the first. The 2-1 misses high. 3 balls and 1 strike. The 3-1 from England. Swung on, chopped to short. Morris up with it. On to first, and in time to retire Etheridge. 6-3 for the second out. The ground out is going to bring up John Booth. Booth playing left field for Redfield here, wearing number 34. And he digs in. England looks in at Fleece, gets the sign. First pitch swung on and missed for strike one. And that's kind of what Coach Aaron Severson is hoping to get out of England, is just come in and fire strikes. The 0-1. We don't have to do anything fancy. If they're going to hit it, fine. There's a lot of defense out there. And then they all want to play too. So count even, 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, top of the second inning. The 1-1. Swung on, chop foul. And Booth just kind of stuck his bat out there and got a little piece of it and fouled it off. England now ahead in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2. That misses low. Okay, he tried to throw a little curveball there, a little wrinkle into the mix. And the 2-2 on the way. And that one skips by Fleece again. And the count now 3 balls and 2 strikes. England looking in, gets the sign. And the 3-2. And that's going to miss outside and wide. And Booth is going to be aboard with a 2-out walk. Two outs, runner on first is Booth as he just walked. That brings up Hunter Binger. Binger doing the pitching duties today for Redfield in this elimination game. He looks down at Bennett Osborne for some signs, and he digs back in wearing number 32. Booth gets his lead, a short one, and first pitch from England is high. Again, Gavin struggling to find the strike zone here. Had a pretty efficient first inning as he went 3 up, 3 down with 2 strikeouts. Now struggling to find it here. Maybe the long inning. Maybe the long 4-run inning for Groton in the bottom of the first kind of worked against him. Counts 2-0. And this is the number 8 hitter in the lineup, Hunter Binger. A 2-0, and that's going to miss low. 3-0. 3-0 is the count. These are the guys you got to get at this level. You can't let the 7, 8, 9 hitters get on base, because that just sets the table for the top of the order. 3-0, and it hits the dirt, and that's going to move Booth to second and Binger to first on the 2-out walk, and that's going to bring Aaron Severson out of the dugout. He's going to have a little chat with his starting pitcher here, try to calm him down and figure out what's going on. Again, if you're just joining us, this is an elimination game. Winner of this game will advance to play at 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. The loser, unfortunately for them, their season will be over. Game following this one, about 15 or 20 minutes, about as long as it takes to get the field prepped, will be our winners bracket game, and that will feature Clark and Webster. Clark defeated Redfield 17-7 earlier today, and a game right before this one, Webster, again, kind of a little bit of an upset, but they did play well. They earned the win. They played well, and they defeated Groton 17-8 to set up the 2 matchups here. So that's why we have Groton playing Redfield right now, and why Webster and Clark will be playing a little later. Meeting over on the mound, Ethan Falk at the plate. First pitch from England, and that goes over his head for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0. That's on the outside corner for strike 1. That's a good pitch there. If England can keep finding that spot, he'll be all right. But got to find that consistent groove. Got to find that rhythm. Runners on first and second. The 1-1, and that swung on and missed. Falk kind of chased one out of the zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes. To the number 9 hitter. Again, these are the guys you got to get as the top of the lineup stands on deck. The 1-2, That misses just off the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Booth is on second. He walked. Binger is on first. He walked. And Ethan Falk in the box here with a 2-2 count, 2 outs. The 2-2 from England. That's on the knees for strike 3, and Falk goes down looking for the 3rd out. Redfield gets 1 on no hits. They leave 2 after 1.5. Groton leads 4-1 for Groton in the bottom of the 2nd. It'll be Fleece, Simon, and Morris, and we'll bring you the bottom of the 2nd when we return to Lockhart Field after this message.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary.
Welcome back, baseball fans. A lot Carsfield, Groton, South Dakota. I'm Pat Kraus bringing you live action of VFW baseball. We're Region 2B in the 14U division. We are in our first elimination game of the tournament with Redfield taking on Groton. Groton jumping out early here. They put a 4 spot up on the bottom of the 1st inning. Redfield came back, scratched 1 across in the top of the 2nd, and that's where we sit so far, 4-1. Groton batted around there in that 1st inning as they sent 10 guys to the plate to get their 4 runs. Karsten Fleece going to lead things off for Groton in the bottom of the 2nd inning, looking to get things going again. Hunter Binger beginning his 2nd inning of work. He had kind of a tough go of it there, 36 pitches in the 1st inning, but got himself out, only allowing 4. Fleece digs in for the pitch, and first one on the way, that's going to be low and away. Noah Johnson trying to keep it in front, but it squirts away from him. 1 ball, no strikes. Binger gets the sign from Johnson, and the 1-0 on the way. That misses high. 2 balls, no strikes to the Groton catcher, Karsten Fleece. As we get a little bit of a gust here. The 2-0, that's on the outside corner for a strike. Count goes 2-1. The 2-1 to Karsten Fleece. That misses way outside. 3-1 now the count. (3-1) to Fleece as he digs back in, looking for a pitch he can drive. Get things started here for Groton. And the 3-1 misses high, and that's going to put Fleece on first with a leadoff walk. And that'll bring up Carter Simon. Simon laid down a sacrifice bunt, his first at bat, really nice one. It was a close play at first, but they were able to retire him. Hunter Binger made a nice play coming off, strong throw to first. Fleece takes his lead. First pitch to Simon on the way. That misses, gets away. Fleece is going to advance to second. On the play as the pitch got away from catcher Noah Johnson. One ball, no strikes to Carter Simon. Simon playing third base for Groton here today in the 2nd game of the day for them. The 1-0 swung on and lifted. Zastro's under it with sunglasses on, and he's going to put it away for out number 1. that sun's going to be kind of kind of troublesome as he gets a little higher here and then starts to go down here in the west as the fielders at first, second, and right and in center, they're going to be looking right into the sun. Nick Morris comes to the plate. Morris playing shortstop. He's swinging at the first pitch. It's looped into center, and Hanson can't handle it, and Fleece hesitates, but he's still going to make it to third with ease. And that's going to be an error on the center fielder, Keegan Hanson. Usually a pretty sure-handed little player out there, but Morris on at first and Fleece at third. Runners on first, third, one out. Grablinghoff in the box now. Nick was hit by a pitch in his first at-bat, came around and scored. And Binger looking in at Johnson, and Binger steps off to check the runners as both runners hustle back to their respective bases. One out here. We're in the bottom of the second inning. Groton leading 4-1. Looking to add to the lead here in the bottom of the second. Morris doesn't go. He stays. But the pitch hits Grablinghoff in the foot. And that's going to load the bases as Morris advances to second. And Grablinghoff is hit by the pitch for a second time, and he's limping down to first. And even though sometimes a guy doesn't throw the hardest, if it hits you in the right spot, that hurts no matter what. So bases loaded and one out, and Gavin England to the plate. England walked and scored in his first at bat back in the first inning. Binger coming set from the stretch. Pitch outside, gets Johnson out of his crouch, and he has to slide over and catch it. 1 ball, no strikes. Gavin not having the greatest offensive output here the last couple of weeks. Looking to break out of a little bit of a slump. The 1-0, and he swings over the top of it. Kind of pulls his head. See if he makes an adjustment here as Coach Aaron Severson shouting some encouragement at him. Bases loaded here. 1 ball, 1 strike to England. The 1-1. And he reaches out. He hits a ground ball to second. Zastro on to second for 1. And on to first. Not in time. On the play, Morris keeps running from second. He scores. And England thought about going, but he stays put. Fleece scores on the ground out. Morris again alertly comes from second, just keeps on going. They do record the out on Grablinghoff at second. 4-6 for the second out. And England safe at first on the fielder's choice. But 2 runs do score on the play, and that extends the lead to 6-1. And that's something, too, that gets overlooked a lot when these types of games. Just put the ball in play. Yeah, you might give up an out, but... And Atkinson drives one into center, and that's going to fall for a hit. That gets by center fielder Hanson. England coming around third. He's going to have to hustle as the relay comes in from Zastro, and England slides head first into third, and he is there safely. And Atkinson is aboard with a 2-out single. And that's going to bring up Carter Moody. Moody playing first base here in this elimination game. Moody walked and got as far as second base. Had a really good at-bat, that first at-bat, as he fell behind 0-2 or 1-2 and worked himself a walk. So looking to find a way on again. And Atkinson takes his lead from first. Atkinson goes on the first pitch, and he's going to be up safely at second with no throw. Again, I mentioned this earlier today, that first and third situation we see a lot of times where the runner at first takes off and there's rarely a play down at second. So pitch called a ball, so Moody ahead here. 1 ball, no strikes. Base hit will get a couple here. And the 1-0 misses outside. 2 balls and no strikes. 2 balls, no strikes. And they're going to call time, and again we've got that courtesy runner for the pitcher as Lincoln Krause comes out of the dugout, number 11. It's a run for Gavin England at third. And Binger looking in at Johnson to get his sign. He comes set as the runners take their leads. The 2-0 to Moody. That misses outside. 3-0. Tristan McGannon on deck. Should Moody reach? 3 balls, no strikes. Kraus takes his lead from third. Antonson from second, excuse me. And Binger, he checks both of them. And the 3-0. That's in there for a strike. Moody taking the whole way. Again, Binger having trouble finding the strike zone, so Groton hitters being patient. Now 3-1 count, couple runners on. Moody looking for something he can drive, something to score a couple runs. The 3-1. That's on the inside corner, and that wasn't one Carter liked, so he took it, and that's okay. Again, Binger having trouble finding the strike zone. Sometimes it's that's not so bad to take 2 strikes because find a way to get him out here. Okay, 3 balls, 2 strikes. The 3-2, and that misses inside, a little further in than the last one. So Carter Moody has his second walk of the game, and he's on first with 2 outs, and that brings up Tristan McGannon. McGannon reached on an error by third baseman Isaac Haig back in the first inning. Again, McGannon's speed definitely a factor in that play, as I think Haig peeked and saw that he was a ways down the line already. And the first pitch to McGannon, that misses. Again, Tristan down in the lineup here a little bit in this game. Usually bats in the leadoff spot, but I think he's putting a little too much pressure on himself, so Coach Severson decided to take a little pressure off and put him down. The 1-0, and that's hit to third. Haig up with it, on to first, and that's going to pull the first baseman off. And McGannon's going to be safe on the play. On the play, Kraus scores for England as the courtesy runner. And that's going to put McGannon on once again. Unfortunately for him, is he's on base twice, but the old batting average won't show it because he's 0 for 2 with reaching on 2 errors. 2 outs now. Jared Erdman in here, the leadoff hitter. He's first pitch swinging. That's up the middle. Schmidt goes under his glove. Moody comes to third. Now Moody's going to be hustling. He's trying to score. Play at the plate. He's going to be safe. McGannon coming to third. He's going to be safe. Now he's going to score as the ball gets into left field. Erdman, he's hustling as there's nobody at third base covering, and he's going to be safe. So Groton capitalizing there on some miscues by the Redfield defense, and they are able to get 3 runs on that exchange and make the score now 10-1. 10-1, and that's going to bring us back to Karsten Fleece. Karsten led the inning off with a walk and since came around and scored. First pitch misses from Binger. That's outside. Karsten in today's game officially 1 for 1 with a double and 2 runs scored. Jarrett Erdman on third after he reached on the error, and then wheels kind of fell off there for Redfield. The 1-0 misses outside. 2 balls, no strikes to Karsten Fleece. Karsten Fleece. Karsten Fleece looking to find his way on and keep the inning going here with 2 outs. The 2-0 swung on and fouled over the net. Two balls, 1 strike to Karsten Fleece, the Groton catcher. Fleece digs back in. And the 2-1 misses outside. 3 balls, 1 strike. 3 balls, 1 strike. Binger set. The 3-1 on the way to Fleece. And that one misses and gets away. Erdman's going to try to score from third. And there's a play, and it's not in time. And Erdman scores on the pass ball, and Fleece is on first with his second walk of the inning. Two outs. Ryder Jangula going to run for Carson Fleece over at first base. Again, the courtesy runner rule to help kind of speed the game up here and let the catcher get off the field and get his equipment back on. 11-1 our score now. Carter Simon first pitch swinging, and he fouls it into the net. A little bit out in front of it. Again, some of these batters for Groton haven't found the adjustment yet to get up and get it as they're out in front of everything. A lot of the runs they've scored have come off of walks and some errors by Redfield. The 0-1, that misses outside, evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, bottom of the second inning. And the 1-1, Jangula goes, swung on and missed. Throw down to second is not in time. Count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Carter Simon now down on the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the second inning. Groton leading 11-1. And the 1-2 on the way. Misses. That evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. We have deuces. Jangula takes his lead from second. Zastro looking at him, looking him back. The 2-2 to Carter Simon. That is on the inside corner for strike 3, and he's down looking for the 3rd out. But damage done by Groton as they put 7 across. A few hits here and a few errors there, and they leave 1, but they get 7. After 2 complete, Groton leads now 11-1. For Redfield coming up in the top of the 3rd inning, it'll be top of the lineup. It'll be Keegan Hanson, Micah Zastro, and Jacob Schmidt, and we will have the top of the 3rd inning back here at Lockhart Field after this break.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
And welcome back to baseball action here, Region 2B action in Groton, South Dakota at Lockhart Field. We have ourselves an elimination game between Redfield and Groton. Groton now starting to pull away a little bit, leading 11-1. Gavin England back in for his 3rd inning of work, and Keegan Hanson takes high for ball 1. Again, double elimination tournament. Winner of this game will continue. The loser will go home and be done for their season. And Hanson swings and fouls it, and it's going to come back fair. And there is a play at first, and they do not get him. Kind of a funny play there as ball hit the lip of the grass, rolled back fair. Hanson didn't run right away. Simon didn't come get it right away. When he finally did, he rushed his throw, pulled Moody off the base, and that's how Keegan Hanson is now aboard at first base, leading off the inning. He's off to a pretty big lead over there. England's going to check. He's back in safely. Micah Zastro in the box now. Zastro struck out his first at bat, and they check over at Hanson again, and he's back in safely. England looking in at the sign from Fleece. He gets it. And he's checked Hanson now 3 times. Hasn't thrown a pitch yet to Zastro. First pitch to Zastro on the way, swung on foul. He caught a little piece of it. Got a little bit of it to foul it off. Again, about 15-20 minutes after this game, enough time to get the field ready to go. We will have our winners bracket game, and that's between Clark and Webster. Ground ball to short. Morris on to second. He gets the out there, but that's all they get, as Antonson not able to relay to first. But they do retire Hanson on a 6-4 fielder's choice for the first out. Zastro will reach on that fielder's choice. And with 1 out, Jacob Schmidt's going to come to the plate. Schmidt went down looking in his first at-bat. Zastro gets his lead. England comes home. Zastro takes off. Throw down to second is not in time and off target. Zastro in safely with a stolen base. Nice thing about that for Redfield is it takes away the force, so not a chance to turn a double play here. Well, it can be, just not the traditional. The 1-0 at the letters for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. We're in the top of the 3rd inning here. Groton leading 11-1. The 1-1 in the dirt. 2 balls, 1 strike. England looking in. And he steps off, chases Zastro back to second. Two balls, 1 strike. England to Schmidt, and he lines one to right side. Grablinghoff under his glove. That's going to score Zastro as Grablinghoff picks it up, gets it back in. Antonson tries to throw it home, but not in time. And that's going to push another run across for Redfield as they now trail 11-2. Schmidt takes his lead from first. 1 out. Runner goes, and he's going to be in there safely. Zastro, okay, so Schmidt gets the single and then steals the base. So now he's at second. 1 out. Noah Johnson at the plate. Johnson walked and scored the first run of the game for Redfield. Well, England finding himself in a little bit of a jam, trying to work out of it. And again, steps off. As that might be something he needs to work on, as he's spending way too much time looking at the runners. You're up 11-2. It's important just to go after the hitters. And Morris fields a hard shot at short and on to first, and in time. Johnson put a charge into it, but Morris playing the right spot and able to field it on a hop for the second out. And Isaac Haig steps, excuse me, this is not Isaac Haig. My apologies. This is like his last name is Youngworth. I don't know what his first name is. I apologize to you Redfield fans. I don't have the lineup card in front of me. But nonetheless, Youngworth pinch hitting. Not for Noah Johnson, for Isaac Haig, and quickly behind quickly behind, no balls and 2 strikes as England trying to, 1 ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2, that misses in. And two balls, 2 strikes. A little confusion there as Youngworth took off and now he's back in. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 3rd inning, the 2-2. Swung on and missed, and Youngworth down swinging for the 3rd out. And that'll end the threat. But Redfield does get 1 on a couple of hits. They leave 1 after 2.5. Groton leads 11-2. For Groton coming up in the bottom of the 3rd, it will be Morris, Grablinghoff, and England. And we'll have the bottom of the 3rd inning when we come back to Lockhart Field after this break.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty.
And we're back to baseball action here at Lockhart Field in Groton, South Dakota. Looks like we've got maybe some defensive changes for Redfield. Looks like Zastro moved to 3rd. They moved Hanson into 2nd from center. They took Haig out of the game, that's what it is. Isaac Haig out of the game. Mr. Youngworth, again, I apologize, Redfield fans, for not having his first name. He's going to play right. And then I think Etheridge, Jackson Etheridge moves to left. John Booth moves to center. Keegan Hanson moves to 2nd. And Micah Zastro moves to 3rd. Hunter Binger still pitching for Redfield. And Nick Morris is going to come up to bat here. He's going to lead things off for Groton here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Morris officially 0 for 1 today, walked, reached on an error, and has scored 2 runs. Binger in his 3rd inning of work. First pitch is in there for a strike. Morris taking the whole way. Binger's at 68 pitches so far here in the ball game. The 0-1 to Morris, and that's going to miss low and away in the dirt. He takes it for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike. No outs. 1-1. Swung on and missed as Morris chased one upstairs and can't catch up to it as he pulls out on it and swings through it. Groton leading here 11-2. We're in the bottom of the 3rd inning. They scored 7 in the 2nd, 4 in the 1st. Morris chops that one above his eyes, and Keegan Hanson on to 1st, and that's going to retire Morris. 4-3 for the 1st out. Again, Morris chased one up at his eyes and hit a relatively slow roller to Keegan Hanson at 2nd, and he makes the easy play on to 1st. And that brings up Nick Grablinghoff. Grablinghoff does not have an official at bat today. He's 0 for 0 with 2 walks. Takes the first pitch for a strike. One of those walks, actually he was hit by a pitch twice. My apologies, but still not an official at bat. The 0-1, that's off the plate for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 72 pitches for Hunter Binger in 2 1/3 innings work. The 1-1, and Grablinghoff turns away from it as, like I said, he's been hit twice already, looking for a third, I guess. You know, that's the 2-1, and he does get the hat trick for being hit by a pitch. You know, we talk about the strikeouts in baseball. If you go for 3, it's the hat trick, and obviously in hockey and in goal-scoring sports, you can get a hat trick with 3 goals. Not sure what you get, what you call it when you get hit 3 times in a baseball game when you're batting. Unlucky, maybe. And Grablinghoff's going to be off with the pitch as it gets by the catcher. Gavin England, the batter. He takes it low and away. England officially 0 for 1. Walked, scored, and then reached on a fielder's choice and scored. Grablinghoff leads from second. Binger coming set, check the runner. Hanson chasing him back a little bit. And the 1-0 to England. Misses in the dirt. 2-0 is our count now. 2-0 the count to the Groton pitcher, Gavin England. England still on the mound. It's 54 pitches through 2 innings. The 2-0 from Binger. And Grablinghoff dances off second. He doesn't go. 3 balls, no strikes. 3-0. 3-0 our count here to Gavin England. We're number 22. The 3-0 pitch. That misses, and England's going to be aboard with a 1-out walk. Runners on first and second. England on first, Grablinghoff on second. Kellen Antonsen to the plate. Now Antonsen 2 for 2 with 2 singles. And he did score a run back in that 7-run second. Binger comes set. He looks in. And the first pitch to Antonsen swung on and missed. Kellen out in front of it. Kellen out in front, swung over the top of it. Coach Severson telling him, just relax. 1 out. Runners take their lead. Grablinghoff from second. England from third, or from first. Grab takes off, and he's going to be safe at third. Ball gets by, but I don't think the runners are going to advance. As Grablinghoff slid in and didn't pop up immediately, and left fielder did do a nice job backing it up. But now runners on second and third. Antonsen looking here to push a couple across. 1 for sure will score on a base hit. I'm not sure about 2. The 1-1 from Kellen to Kellen. Misses outside. Kellen now ahead in the count. 2 balls and 1 strike. Two balls, 1 strike. Groton leading 11-2, looking to add to that score here with runners on second and third. Only 1 out. The 2-1 to Antonsen, swung on and grounded to the right side. Hanson up with it, on to first. And Kellen will be recorded out, but a run will score on the play. So Groton manufactures one a little bit there with the double steal. And Antonsen retired 4-3. England moves up on the play on the fielder's choice. And again, that puts Groton up 12-2. Carter Moody in the box now. First pitch to Moody, swung on and popped up. Gonna be a tough play. Zastro under it. He calls for it and he puts it away to retire Moody for the 3rd out. Groton does get 1. No hits. And no errors by Redfield. And we have 1 runner left on base. After 3 complete, Groton leads 12-2. Top of the 4th coming up for Redfield. It'll be Etheridge, Booth, and Binger. And we will have the top of the 4th inning when we come back to Lockhart Field after this break.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
And we're back with baseball action here in Groton, South Dakota. We are at Lockhart Field for VFW 14U Division Region action, the Region 2B to be specific. We are in an elimination game. Gavin England's beginning his fourth inning of work. First pitch on the way is fouled off by Jackson Etheridge. Defensive change for Groton in left field for Jared Erdman. We have Gavin Kroll. The 0-1, that's at the knees for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes, as England looking to have a little bit more efficient inning here, as he's kind of let the pitch count creep up there a little bit in these first couple innings. And he, with three pitches, he retires Etheridge, looking for the first out. So John Booth is going to come to the plate. Booth today is no official at bat, as he walked in his first at bat. Got as far as second, but no farther. First pitch to Booth, swung on, chopped up in front of the mound. England hops off. He's going to make a play to first in time to retire Booth. 1-3 for the putout. And quickly, England has 4 pitches, 2 outs. And that brings up number 32, Hunter Binger. Hunter Binger still doing the pitching for Redfield. He steps in. Again, he walked in his last at-bat. He chases one out of the zone. And Gavin England ahead here. No balls, 1 strike. The 0-1, that's going to be chopped to third. Carter Simon up with it. He's going to fire across in time to retire Binger. So good inning there for Groton, as Redfield goes 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left after 3.5. Groton leads 12-2. Coming up for Groton in the bottom of the 4th. It'll be McGannon, Kroll, and Fleece. McGannon, Kroll, and Fleece. And we'll have that for you when we return to Lockhart Field after this message.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
Welcome back, baseball fans, to Lockhart Field. This is Pat Kraus bringing you 14U VFW Region action. This is the Region 2B tournament. We will be bringing you all the action here on live ticket on the Groton Baseball Softball Foundation live ticket channel. 2 games so far in the books. First game, Clark defeated Redfield 17-7. And in the next game, in game number 2, Webster defeated Groton 17-8. And that's what has our matchups here, as we are having 4 games today. We're in our 3rd, and this is an elimination game. Redfield and Groton playing to stay alive in this region tournament. And right now, Groton in control, 12-2 the score. Tristan McGannon going to lead things off here for Groton in the bottom of the 4th inning. Hunter Binger still in pitching. First pitch is in there for a strike. Again, Groton hitters taking that patient approach up there, as they're not up there, just swinging at anything. They're going to try to find a way on here, even when they're up by 10. The 0-1, and McGannon slashes it foul, wide of first, and umpire Brian Hanson fires it in over from just beyond first base. No balls, 2 strikes here to Tristan McGannon. Again, looking to find a way on. The 0-2, that misses wide. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Groton center fielder Tristan McGannon, wearing number 20. Hunter Binger set. 85th pitch on the way, and that caught his shoulder. So McGannon will be aboard after being hit by the pitch. But kind of add insult to injury there is it caught umpire Roger Metzinger right in the chest. So Gavin Kroll going to step to the plate here and getting his first at bat of the tournament, as he came into the field for Jared Erdman back in the top of the 4th. So he's going to get a swing here and see he can take advantage here. First pitch misses. McGannon over there at first base, up by 10. I don't foresee him probably stealing here. I think Aaron Severson understands the game a little better than that, so we'll see what happens. Kroll grounds it up the middle. Hanson up with it. Tries to go to second and nothing there, and Kroll is going to be aboard, and he's going to get himself an infield single. And Carson Fleece is going to come to the plate with runners on first and second. Good job there by Gavin Kroll, as he tell kids so many times, put the ball in play, see what happens. He puts the ball in play and hustles down the line and beat it out. So nice job there by Gavin. Runners on first, second, nobody out. Carson Fleece, first pitch misses low. One ball, no strikes. Runners on first and second. Base hit will probably score McGannon, as he's got pretty good speed. The 1-0, that misses. 2-0 now. 2 balls, no strikes. To Karsten Fleece. Karsten doing the catching duties once again for Groton. He's kind of been his position back there. Does a good job back there. The 2-0. And that misses now. 3-0. 3-0. Carter Simon standing on deck. .30. That clips the outside corner. And that was Binger's 90th pitch. 3-1. Hit into short left field, coming in, and that's going to fall. McGannon had to kind of retreat back to second just in case it was caught. And Fleece is going to be aboard. Carter Simon steps to the plate. No out, bases loaded. First pitch is in there for a strike. No balls, 1 strike. This will be Hunter Binger's last batter here. The 0-1. That one misses. Count evens, 1 ball, 1 strike. Carter Simon so far today, 0 for 2. Sacrifice bunt in the first, and then a fly out and a strikeout. 1-1 on the way here. That misses. 2-1 now. 2-1. Bases loaded, nobody out. Opportunity here for Groton to really break this open. They're already up by 10. But a chance to tack on a few more here as Binger's 2-1 comes home, and that's going to be on the inside corner for Simon. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hunter Binger looking like he wants to get an out here in his last batter. Runners take their lead. McGannon from third, Kroll from second, Fleece from first. The 2-2 stays high. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out here yet in the bottom of the 4th inning. Groton threatening, bases loaded. The 3-2 from Binger. That's going to get by the catcher, and McGannon's going to come in to score. All the other runners move up a base, and Carter Simon, is going to be on first with a walk. Time is called as Hunter Binger is at 101 pitches, and the daily max is 95, so he is not going to get to see the mound anymore today, and we'll see what the changes are as Bennett Osborne comes out of the dugout. And he didn't do too bad. He's got to throw strikes in this game, and he had his moments where he threw some strikes, got some outs. He's going to leave with 101 pitches. 2 strikeouts. So, he threw strikes. Coming in now to pitch, it looks like we're going to have some changes here. Looks like Isaac Haig is going to come in. There must be a re-entry rule. I'm not really sure of, but I think there is. So Haig's going to come in to pitch, and Youngworth, who was playing right field, he's going to come out. So that'll switch around the defensive positions. When the players get back to their positions, I will get you those. Looks like Hanson's going back to the outfield. I'm not sure what John Booth is doing right now, but he's coming in. Maybe they're going to make another defensive change. It does look like it. Colton Olson is going to come in for John Booth. He's going to go to right field. Etheridge will stay in left. And I think Keegan Hanson is going to go from second to center. But Isaac Haig is in doing the pitching. He's taking his warm-up pitches now. Nick Morris is standing next to the plate trying to get things ready. Again, if you're looking at a time frame here, our second game was scheduled to start at 7, but baseball games, baseball tournaments don't always follow a strict schedule. So right now 13-2 is our score. Again, we do have the 10-run rule. It's 10 runs if you're ahead by 10 runs after 5 complete innings. That will end the game. So we'll see where that puts us. But we do have one more game out here. So if you're looking for something to do here you're in the Groton area, come on out and take in a ball game. If not, and you have access, make sure you're tuning into us here on our live ticket channel. If you're curious, if you want to share the link with people, go to the Groton Baseball Softball Foundation Facebook page, and you'll find the link and share it with friends and family and whoever else to increase our viewership. We enjoy doing this. It's a lot of fun, a lot of good sponsors. Again, thanks to those sponsors for allowing us to do this. And looks like Haig has finished his warm-up pitches, has a little chat with his catcher, Noah Johnson. And Nick Morris is going to be in the box Bases are still loaded as Gavin Kroll's on third. Fleece is on second, and Carter Simon is at first. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the fourth inning. First pitch misses high. One thing, too, to maybe take into consideration, too, is the 15-run rule. 15-run rule after 3 innings. I mean, that could be something that if Groton is able to push 4 more runs across in this inning, that would end the game, too. So we'll see what happens here as Morris now count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 from Haig on the inside corner, and one ball, 2 strikes to Morris. The 1-2 from Haig. Swung on and lifted into left. Etheridge back. He's got it measured, and he'll make the catch. And Kroll's tags from third. Now we're going to have a play at the plate, and it's not in time, and Fleece bluffs the tag, but he hustles back. So Gavin Kroll scores on the play. Morris retired on a fly out to the left field for the first out. That will be a sacrifice fly. And now batting, looks like we've got another substitution. We got Ryder Jangula getting in the mix here for Groton. Runners both go. Jangula swings and hits a ground ball past the pitcher. Fleece doesn't slow down, and he's going to score. Jangula is going to reach on the error by the first baseman as he drops the ball. And with 1 out, runners are still on first and third. Gavin England at the plate. Gavin 0 for 1 with 2 walks and a couple runs scored. And Groton now leading 15-2. First pitch to England. That misses outside. Again, I'm not 100% certain on this because it's a tournament game, but normally in the regular season, the run rule is 15 after 3. So if Groton's able to get a couple more here, that could end the game. Pitch in the dirt. Simon bluffs the go. Nice stop there by Noah Johnson. One thing that has been gotten overlooked in this game, these 2 games that Redfield have played, is the pretty good work back there behind the plate by Noah Johnson. Runner goes from first, and England swings and misses, and Jangula gets into second, but barely. And now we've got second and third. 1 out. 2 balls, 1 strike. England swung through the last one. Now he's, again, kind of been slumping a little bit offensively. He hasn't been hitting the ball real well. Looking to break out here. Base hit will go a long way for his confidence. The 2-1. That misses, low and away. Anyway, back to Noah Johnson back there. Again, I was a catcher when I played Legion baseball back 20 years ago, and I kind of got a soft spot for catchers, and he's doing himself a really nice job back there, keeping the ball in front and keeping, a lot of runners from advancing. The 3-1, that's going to be low, and he's got pretty good technique. He's not afraid of the ball. England's going to load the bases now with that walk. Bases are loaded now, 1 out. Kellen Antonsen at the plate. Kellen 2 for 3 in today's ball game. 2 singles and a ground out. Antonsen first pitch swinging, and it's going to drop in for a hit. And they're going to have a play at second, but they pull up the second baseman off, and everybody's going to be safe. Carter Simon scores on the play, and everybody else moves up a base. Jangula to second. Actually, Jangula to third. England's on second, and Antonsen on first. And we'll give him a single there. Carter Moody up now, as the difference is 16-2. First pitch to Moody, that misses inside. 1 ball, no strikes I believe if Ryder Jangula scores from third, the ball game should be over. We'll just have to see. The 1-0 in the dirt, and Jangula tries to go, but thinks twice. Now Gavin England caught too far off. He hustles back. And a little wry smile there from Coach Severson. One thing we've talked about with this team, I've been watching it a lot with my son Lincoln playing, is we're not the fastest team. We got some guys with some speed, but we've also got a lot of guys that have not much speed. So probably safer for Ryder to just hold tight, see if Moody can hit him in. It's a little more exciting anyway. Get an RBI. 3-0 the count here to Carter Moody. Carter playing first base. Officially 0 for 1. 2 walks and a fly out. The 3-0, and Moody swings at 3-0. And Coach Severson crouches down thinking, what are you doing, Carter? As I think he hit it right off his thumb. So usually on a 3-0 count, the hitters are not swinging. And Carter took a hack, fouled it off. 3-1 the count. So basically just like Haig throwing a strike to him. The 3-1 misses. That's ball 4. And that's going to bring Jangula in. And that's going to run the score 17-2, and that's going to end our ball game via the 15-run rule. And Groton is victorious. They defeat Redfield 17-2. Kind of an anticlimactic ending. We'll take a 1-minute break, and when we come back, we'll do a wrap on this game and a quick little preview to our next game. But Groton defeats Redfield 17-2. And again, we'll have the recap of this game and other totals when we come back to Lockhart Field in 1 minute.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
And we're back in a game just completed. Groton's state tournament hopes stay alive as they defeated Redfield 17-2. Unfortunately, in an elimination game, one team wins and advances and it stays alive, and the other team loses and is eliminated from the tournament. So Redfield will go home 0-2, first team eliminated from the tournament. Totals in that game, Redfield scored 2 runs, 2 hits, and 5 errors. That's kind of a tough one for them, 5 errors and walks. That's what we've been kind of talking about, errors and walks. You give guys those extra bases and extra outs, good teams extra outs, and that's what happens. For Groton, it's 17 runs on only 7 hits. They did not commit an error, I don't believe. So good, clean defensive game. Gavin Engel will get the win on the mound as he goes the distance. He pitched 4 innings. Only 58 pitches. He had his last inning was a really, really good inning, as I believe he only threw about 6 or 7 pitches. So that kind of helped with that. Groton will now advance. They will play tomorrow at 5. And they will play the loser of our next game. Our next game is the winner's bracket game, where Clark, who defeated Redfield 17-7 earlier today, they will be playing Webster, who Webster defeated Groton 17-8 here earlier today as well. So we'll have our winners game coming up. The winner of this game will advance to the first championship game tomorrow night at 7. The loser will fall and play at 5, and we will keep that updated. We're probably looking, if you're, we'll start a new stream here on Live Ticket. We're probably looking at about 20 minutes as our grounds crew is out. They're prepping the field right now. It takes them about 15 or 20 minutes. Give the team some time to warm up. So we'll probably do a little pregame show, at about 7:20 or so. You tune back in, and we'll have a little pregame to give you a preview of what's ahead, give you starting lineups and so forth for Clark and Webster. And we'll have that back here in its entirety at Lockhurst Field. And again, thanks to all the sponsors. Thank you to all you who are watching and listening. And we appreciate that. And, of course, as always, thanks to my guy Axel here, as he's making my job really easy as he keeps the show running. So we'll be back here in about 20 minutes for game number 4, the winner's bracket game between Webster and Clark. And we'll have that all for you in its entirety at Lockhurst Field. We'll see you then.